This week, the Snark Marks podcast is brought to you by the true inner ear headphone. Tired of endless charging and pairing that comes with the traditional headphones? Who isn't? Never sure if your connection is going to where your connection is going to be? Worried your partner, coworker, pastor is going to hear what you've been listening to because of confusing pairing decisions made by your device? No? Well, you should be, but not to fear. With the invention of the true inner ear headphone, all of those problems are in the past. Top scientists have created a minimally invasive and only semi-painful way to get your favorite music and podcast to play right inside your head. They simply drill a small hole behind each ear and insert small speakers. Stylish and functional. Once your outpatient surgery is complete, get ready to truly headbang with crystal clear sound conducted by your very own jawbone. And it has Bluetooth functionality. And as a sneak preview, keep your eyes out for our new neural implant coming soon. Got a song stuck in your head? No. Just think of one, and there it is instantly in your head. Use the coupon SNARTMARKS20 for 20% off your true inner ear headphone. Install now. Rock on.
That was an accident. What do you know what would be funny about? I mean, super cool about those headphones. I can't hear you.
What's that?
My cat can't hide them from me like he does my AirPods.
That's true, yeah. And you never have to worry about dropping them at the grocery store like I did with my AirPods.
And did they go everywhere?
No, I lost
every
one.
Which way?
Like, I literally lost one.
Well, I've got a story about losing something, so I'll get to it. Welcome to the Snark Marks, everybody. We are a very funny podcast out of the Central Valley of California. I'm Andrew. That's Dusty.
Hey.
We are uploading all of our episodes going forward to YouTube as well as wherever you're listening to this shit right now. If it's not YouTube, we have the new way that we're recording allows us to do video a lot easier. My computer does not have a seizure and kill itself and sprout legs and run out of the building in that order. And you can now, when you do that, when I'm showing something on my screen, guess what? You can see that shit. You know what I mean?
We're truly moving forward. I mean, this is the 22nd century for us.
Yeah, 22nd, moving right on into that 22nd century. Go fuck yourself, 21st century.
You had your time, 21st century. It's over for you.
Follow us on Instagram at SnarkMarksPod, Twitter at SnarkMarksPod. Dusty's on Twitter at SnarkMarkD. I am on Instagram at Andrew Idell. Do you think I've done this a few times, Dusty?
It's smooth, dude.
Oh, man, I'm figuring this out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Only 200 episodes in.
It's okay. It's 131. All right, this is episode 131. I want to start saying that on the shows. This is episode 131, but I always forget which one it is, and I have to look at what the last one was because I'm not writing them in our titles anymore.
Right, and your notebook was perished in that fire. So
the fire I set in your mama's panties.
You guys like Bruce Lee flicks?
Go over to your mama's house, start a small fire in her panties. So Dusty, you had something to go on the top. I've got something real quick. Okay. I woke up sick this morning, not feeling well. Got a scratchy throat, not feeling good. Took the day off work for the most part, but had to go into the radio station that I work at, because I lost an SD card that has a very important interview on it yesterday.
That's probably like one of the big oopsies for a content creator radio station, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I feel real stupid. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. Our lovely Kai, who everybody here knows, right, and is listening right now, I'm sure. I took 2 SD cards into her office. I was fiddling with them when I was talking to her. And I put them down, and then I left the room. This is how I remember it. And then I came back, and there's 1 SD card on the thing. So either I when I got up, took one SD card with me and was like, just put it down in some random place, just threw it up in the air with my eyes closed. Or we have like the most annoying prankster cat burglar in the United States, in the greater 48, if you will.
Right. He just wants to bother you in particular.
Yeah, because like Kai didn't do it. There's nothing she would have like just take one of those and eat it real quick or something like that, you know?
Right.
So like I went back to the station sick as a dog. Well, not sick as a dog. I'm sick as a mildly sick person. And for 2 hours, dude, I literally went through every trash can with gloves on, picking out every individual piece of trash, looking for this SD card, not to be found.
Where we used to work, they have shred bins, right? Because there's like personal information on some of this stuff. I once threw away something very important in the shred bin, and I had to go back through like mountains of paper to try to find this one thing, and I can't. Oh, it was yeah, it was very important. It was somebody's like mortgage papers, and I had accidentally thrown it in the trash, in the shred bin, and then couldn't find it and had to go back through the shred bin, which was terrible. So
yeah, just so everybody knows, shred bin's pretty big, and it's also locked. So Dusty had to go find the key for the shred bin.
Yep.
And he also probably had
more than just me use the shred bin. It's the shred bin for like that entire area of the office.
And it's a giant, inside the shred bin is a giant sack of papers.
Yeah. And all the papers look the same. So yeah, no, but I found it, you know.
Well, yeah, at least you found it. You know what I mean? I have not found it. I looked in my house. I looked in my car. I looked everywhere. I'm going to call the coffee shop I went to yesterday.
Did you look in your clothes?
Yeah, I did real hard a few times. I even did when I got home again today. I found the clothes that I wore yesterday and looked at them again. So,
did I tell you about the time?
Redo that interview, and the interview is, guess what? Guy interviewed not from Bakersfield, so he lives in Palmdale, and he drove down to do the interview. So I'm gonna have to ask him to drive down again to get re-interviewed, because we have the audio, we have one angle because it's a 2-angle setup. One camera on me, one camera on the interviewee, and we lost one of them. I haven't looked at the one that I have to see which angle I lost, but I lost one of them. So big, stupid asshole I am.
You know, I'm obligated to ask you, did you interview Afro Man?
No, that would have been sick though.
Yeah, you would.
Somebody related to rap.
Okay, if you ever interview Afro Man, you have to tell me. So,
I mean, I'll definitely tell you.
Yeah, but like
pretty much everything
beforehand, like so I can
go hang out.
Yeah, because I want to meet Afro Man. So
I mean, I promise you, if I ever meet Afro Man, if I ever interview Afro Man, and I have any time to set something up, I'll set it up and I'll get you down there to meet Afro Man.
Because of course, then I'll bring him a Colt 45 and 2 zigzags.
Yeah, that's all he needs. So
that's all we need.
Yeah, that's all I got on that.
Stinks, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so the whole time during this podcast, I'm just going to be thinking about that freaking SD card, because in 2 days, I go to Idaho, and I'm not bringing the station with me, so I can't look while I'm in Idaho. So
yeah, that's did I ever tell you about the time that I washed my iPod? Big L for me.
Hell yeah, dude.
That day.
Hell yeah, dude.
Something had happened. This was during peak neurosis time, I think. So like my clothes were contaminated in my mind from something that had happened.
You sneezed and like covered it with your sleeve.
I saw a pigeon that was dead down the street. It was like, you know, surely that bacteria will travel. And so I just like threw my clothes in the washing machine. No thought given to what might be in them. Right. And then they wash. Everything's great. I put them in the dryer. I start hearing the dryer.
Like,
right. And as soon as I hear that, I go, oh no. And I go, God. Man, please let that be my wallet or like my phone or something that I care less about than this iPod. And of course it was the iPod. And it was like decimated, you know, like, and I was just like, I was so mad at myself, and I was so mad at that time at whatever I thought was contaminating me, because in that moment I had true clarity that obviously
the pigeon, damn you.
Yeah, I had true clarity that I would have been fine. Like I
Yeah.
didn't need to wash my clothes with urgency. And what would it have done? I'm not in a clean room or whatever, you know.
You're already wearing the clothes.
It would have, yeah.
You know what would have been funny is if the iPod still worked, but all of your music was just the clean version of everything.
Well, it turns out
Yes.
I just
Hold on. There it is. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It's only like 2 seconds longer.
You got to get an audio clip of like somebody hitting a home run. You know, that really clean bass like sound.
And it's gone. See ya.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here. I want to know. You know what I should get is that. No, this won't make any sense to anyone. You know who Kent Murphy is? He's a YouTube comedian that plays baseball.
No.
He'll hit a home run. There's a clip of him. It's the crack of the bat, and he goes, "Gone forever." that's what
right.
I need.
Yeah. Turns out the iPod still worked. In the end, it resurrected, and I promise you that whenever I plugged it back in to try to see if it would work, I couldn't see what was playing on the screen, but Dragula by Rob Zombie started playing, and I was like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, undead iPod.
The world's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I'm about to burn through these ditches. You know what I mean? So I wanted to ask you, Andrew. Maybe this isn't the best subject, given that you do not feel well today, and maybe you don't want to think about food. But it's funny to me to think about, is there a food challenge that you think you could do, that you could complete?
I mean, it depends. Like, we don't have like a big book of food challenges. So do you have a list of food challenges?
Well, I'm just wondering, like, what do you think you could consume a hefty
like a lot of?
amount of? Yeah.
Oh, au gratin potatoes.
Okay. So, like, if they had, like, you have to eat X amount of pounds of au gratin potatoes in an hour, is that a possibility for you?
Do you have a train going by your house?
I do have a train going by my house. It's actually running
great. That's great.
Through.
If only it would be funnier if the dust from your ceiling came down like in the movies when a train goes by.
The train's pretty far away, but you can still hear it. So
there's probably nothing that would be impressive. I as well documented on the Snark Marks podcast, I do have medical issues, right? One of the things that they did, one of the surgeries that I had, caused me to have an abnormally small stomach. So volume is not my jam. It's not my bag. You know what I mean? So like with food challenges, it's either you're eating a lot of volume or you're eating a lot of spice. And if it was like, there's nothing. Who can drink the least soda in a calendar year?
Yeah. Or
I would win that.
Do you think you could do like a Hot Ones?
No.
You know?
Well, I could. I don't know. It's only one drop. So like.
Right. Like you only have to take one bite. Really.
I mean, it would suck, but I could do it probably. I mean, I wouldn't really. I don't like spicy food. I don't do well with spicy food. I am not like. I'm not desensitized whatsoever to spicy food. Like hot Cheetos and jalapenos are about like that's where I like. That's my jam. That's about as hot as I'll go. You know.
Right.
So if I were like right now, if Hot Ones guy called me and said, "Hey, we're going to put you on an episode of Hot Ones, Mr. Local Radio Jock on the weekends,"
right?
I'd be like, "Yeah,
obviously,
yes, I will do that." Yeah. Just for the exposure. But if I'm already famous and don't need it, I'm probably saying no to Hot Ones every time.
You could send them my way. Because I imagine we're famous due to the overwhelming popularity of this podcast.
Now that we're on YouTube, that is probably going to be the case. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Is we'll be the Penn and Teller. I'll be the one that talks. Yeah. You just eat the wings. Shut the fuck up and eat the wings
and react. Yeah. I saw a story today that.
Well, what about yours? Could you? I mean, you have an iron stomach. Dusty, historically known as a man with an iron stomach.
Yeah, but I get full pretty quick. Like, I don't think, because like the food consumption challenge, like maybe I could eat a big steak, but the thing is, you don't just eat the big steak. You have to eat like the side of potatoes and the roll and the whatever else. Like, I think that would be a problem. I think I could do hot ones. I wouldn't enjoy it because I only like spice up to a certain point, and I'm sure Da Bomb Beyond Insanity is not on the list of things I would enjoy eating. But I could swing a hot ones, I think. Um,
How about, would you try? I doubt you can do that. I don't know if anybody can do this one. The Big Fat Fatty from Fat Sal's Deli. Do you remember Fat Sal's Deli?
oh yeah, that's
Fat Sal's Deli. If you guys, any of you ever go to Los Angeles, Dusty can attest, and so can Kai. Actually, I made her go as well. Some of the best sandwiches you'll ever have in your life. They are absolutely phenomenal. But they are also like, hey, do you want a sandwich on a garlic bun that has chicken fingers and mozzarella sticks and gravy in it? So
everything is an abomination there, and I mean that in the nicest way. It all tastes delicious, but it's all like none of it is for. You're not having a reasonable meal at Fat Sal's.
Yeah, so the Big Fat Fatty, let's get it on the screen just so we can use our new technology, you know what I mean? How does this work? Chrome tab this way? I think I do it like that. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. Pretty incredible, right? So just so everybody knows, it's not going to be a wholly visual situation. So it's a 27-inch piece of garlic bread covered in garlic butter. Okay, 27 inches. That's more than 2 feet. Just so everybody knows, it's half of my. Never mind. Topped with 5 cheeseburgers. They say cheeseburgers.
I do like a long cheeseburger.
Yeah, so. They say 5 cheeseburgers. It is just a patty with cheese on top of it. It is not. They put with buns or anything like that. On top of that, they put with like an entire package of bacon.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we've got 5 fried eggs.
Okay.
Then we go with 1.5 pounds of cheesesteak with 6 ounces of melted cheddar on top of that.
Yeah.
On top of that, it looks like we've got some pastrami stuff going on. 1.5 pounds of pastrami with another 6 ounces of mozzarella cheese.
Do they pay for the ambulance ride when you're done?
They do not. So you pay $50 for the sandwich.
Yeah.
But it's free if you finish it. And if you finish it, you get to create and name a new sandwich on their menu.
Right.
Then you've got 10 chicken fingers, an entire order of mozzarella sticks, and some onion rings.
Jesus.
And then on top of that, they put a bowl's worth of homemade chili on top of that. You got to have several ladles of marinara.
Right. Oh, with chili? Oh man.
You've had tomatoes. You've had tomatoes and chili before, though. So these are really conflicting things before.
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems weird, but you know what I mean. You've got mozzarella sticks and you got mozzarella sticks and onion rings. Dogs and cats are already living together.
Right. It's an unholy alliance. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A slew of jalapeno poppers on top of that, by the way, in case your diarrhea didn't hurt enough at the end.
Right.
And then the piece de resistance.
Yeah.
A basket full of French fries on top. So French fries, burgers, cheesesteak, pastrami, eggs, chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks, poppers, and bacon.
Now let's calculate how many different...
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
On top of that, you got some garlic aioli.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget
the
garlic
kiss,
aioli.
of garlic aioli.
Yeah, that's a big, certified big fucker. I need to get a soundbite for big fucker alert. We need an alarm. The big fucker alarm.
Okay, so let's calculate how many different animals are all hanging out together on this sub.
It's definitely a Noah's Ark situation. We've got burgers. That's cows.
Yeah.
We've got cheesesteak, also cows.
Yeah.
Pastrami. Is pastrami beef? I think pastrami is beef.
Yeah, pastrami is beef.
Also cows. Eggs, we got some chickies.
Okay.
Chicken fingers,
Yeah,
still
chicken.
chickens.
Both versions of a chicken, both the egg and the the chicken.
Yeah. What am I missing? We have chicken.
Bacon. We've got a pig.
We got a pig. So we got a pig, a chicken. We got a whole farm.
Yeah.
And then the jalapenos. So we got Mexicans.
I'll I'll tell you what's probably the most annoying part is the type of fries they use are like the shoestring fries.
Yeah.
And I bet that looks like a million French fries. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
when you're trying to eat it. Yeah,
like just eating those French fries would be a task for Andrew.
Yeah, I want to interview somebody who's done it, not the day they did it or even the day after they did it. Like
no,
2
you'll
days
need a
after.
hazmat suit. Yeah.
Yeah. They're radioactive.
Yeah.
By the time they finish that.
It's gross. It's gross. It's not a fun thing.
I don't think that I could do that. Nor would I want to, and I feel like my cardiologist would scream from the high heavens. Like, what do you do the rest of the day after you eat that?
You tell everybody you ate it? I don't know. I don't even know. Is that something you tell people about?
How many meals do you then have to skip?
Yeah, I wonder how many calories it is.
Because the other thing is, you would think, and I say this in love, like you would think that that's a thing for fat guys, like that a fat guy could do it. But most of the competitive eating people are thin, like generally, you know.
I'd like for you to guess how many calories are in the big fat fatty, because I have a number.
There's so much cheese.
There's a lot of cheese. There's cheese. There's bacon. There's nothing on here that's like a low calorie situation.
Yeah,
maybe the marinara
and the
isn't
aioli.
that many calories. Aioli generally has mayo in it, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going 8,000 calories as a.
Oh, Dusty. Oh,
Am I lowballing it?
We are talking for the big fat Sal's. The fat Sal's big fat fatty, approximately, because it's a lot of things are guesses on there. They put like a dollop of things, right?
Sure.
14,281 calories.
That's a recommended week's worth of calories.
That's a week's worth of calories.
Jesus.
For $50. I mean, it's a pretty good.
Yeah, if you didn't have to.
Yeah, their thing is you can't take any of it home. So they don't want people walking in and being like, "Yeah, I'm doing the thing," and then getting that, because that sandwich would probably cost more than $50.
Right, and it's like that's part of the thing. Is there a time limit? There's got to be a time limit.
Yeah, I think it's like an hour.
I'll tell you how I would theoretically approach eating it, even though I won't want to eat it. If it's allowed, I think the move is to deconstruct it. Like you can't.
Oh yeah, it's 100% allowed. It's 100% allowed. Yeah,
like you can't eat it as a sandwich. You have to go through the layers.
40 minutes. You get 40 minutes.
There's no.
Few people have done it. A few people have done it.
There's no way for me, because I also eat slow. I don't eat particularly eat very fast. So
I'm a slow eater. When I go on dates, the girl's done, and I'm like halfway through, and I have to go. I'm sorry.
So what made me think of this actually is there was a steakhouse challenge that sounds minimal now compared to the big fat fatty. 45.
Sorry to one up your story.
Yeah, 4,500 calories from this steakhouse. So you get a 20-ounce rump steak, 12 ounces of gammon. This is in the UK, so I don't know what gammon.
What the hell is gammon?
I think it's like a bird. 4 sausages, 3 chicken wings, a chicken breast, and a 6-ounce cheeseburger. On top of that, you have
gammon is the hind leg of pork. It is the bottom end of a whole side of bacon.
Okay, so so a pound of that.
Yeah.
Then you have chunky chips, onion rings, a whole tomato, large mushrooms, 2 fried eggs, pineapple rings, and a salad. You have to eat all of that in an hour. And if you win, or if you eat all of that, you win the challenge. There was a guy who ate all of it except
died.
for the salad, because he doesn't like salad, and they disqualified it. And they
Of
didn't.
course they did.
And then he had to pay the restaurant $50. That's what
He
happens if you
doesn't
lose.
like salad. I hate this guy.
Uh-huh. You win. Oh, you win $50 and you get bragging rights. Unless you lose, and then you have to pay $50 and you get nothing.
Man, all I get is $50. Hey,
Yeah.
you also get bragging rights.
You drank fizzy lifting drink.
Fuck yourself.
You drank fizzy lifting drink. You get nothing. So
you lose.
It's a good day, sir.
I just made my microphone peak.
So people are mad because the restaurant was like sticking to the rules, and
Oh my
they're like,
God.
this guy should be able to should be considered a winner even if he didn't eat the salad. But I'm with you. Like, if you know going in the challenge also includes salad, you don't get around it. Like, that's part of the challenge.
Yeah, what if I went to Fat Sal's and was like, I don't like bread, mozzarella sticks, or jalapeno poppers. So I'll eat everything that I like, but
Yeah.
I get the same credit. Go fuck yourself. Eat the salad. It's mostly water, you ass. Like, can you read it back? Does it just say a salad, or does it specify what type of salad we're talking?
It just says salad.
That train is blowing, isn't it?
They've got places to be, dude. That's the economy in action. All right.
Somebody ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
Yeah. Don't blame me. Blame blame Biden. You know.
He keeps the trains going.
He's keeping the trains on time.
Unprimaried, huh? Anyway, let's not talk about that.
So they recommend that you.
You want to debate him about it? You can't. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about
it. That you stretch your stomach 15 minutes into this challenge. You're supposed to get up and stretch it out.
Fine.
So,
yeah. I mean, you should stretch your stomach before you do the challenge. I don't know if you can really. I mean, I don't know, man. Kobayashi was gnarly. He used to do the little shimmy thing to make himself be able to eat that
stuff. Also disgusting. Hot dog eating contest. Truly one of the more disgusting spectacles I've ever watched.
Yeah, but have you watched any of the other contests? Because hot dog is like one of the less disgusting ones. Like, there's a guy on YouTube. He's a British guy who does. I think he's British. He does all the he goes around doing eating challenges at different places. And his you know how a lot of beard people, their personality is that they have a beard.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing in the world, by the way. If you have a beard, also probably mix in a personality. Okay, we don't care about your facial hair, except for anyway. But he always gets the food just in his beard. I can't watch it.
Right.
It's so gross. He has so much food in his beard, and he just keeps wiping his hand on his mouth, and it's the worst thing I've ever seen. And it's just like mayonnaise in a guy's beard. But I would rather watch a beheading video, Dusty.
Yeah, Sarah and I watch AEW, and Jay White is a wrestler that's on AEW quite a bit, and he always gets spit in his beard for some reason, and it grosses Sarah out. She's always like, how does he not know what's in there? And it's like at the end of every match, he's just got like spittle like in his gross goatee beard thing. Yeah.
It's just a weird situation, man. Well, it looks like he grew the beard because when he doesn't have it, he looks like Tobey Maguire with long hair. He looks like evil Tobey Maguire.
No, yeah, he looks like Spider-Man 3 Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me, we filmed a video for work with a guy who looked like that recently, like exactly like him, had the same hair. And I haven't turned that in yet. So I didn't lose that SD card, though, so we're good. Okay, so I'm looking at this. It's so little salad.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to see.
Hold on. Oh, my God. I got to look this. I got to put this on the screen. This is the smallest salad you've ever seen.
He doesn't like it.
So, like, he's probably making his point that, like, it's so little, it's like 3 calories or something like that. But it's like, hey, asshole, like, eat that it's 3 bites of salad.
Yeah. I'll tell you, like, individually on the plate of meat, it looked all the stuff looks good. it has like nice grill marks and it
Oh,
looks
this guy
tasty.
totally looks like he would say this shit. This is a he looks like a chicken nuggets kid. You know what chicken nuggets kid is? The kids that
Yeah.
only eat chicken nuggets with ketchup.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh wait, that whole thing is salad. Okay, so it's bigger on the other picture than in the other picture. What a loser! Nah, he's
Giving the thumbs
lying.
down to salad.
He's lying. He's lying. That's a cop out because look, there's still like we got some mushrooms over here. We got all this stuff. Like, nah, man. I hope his diarrhea was fierce at the end of this.
And he got nothing. You leave with nothing.
Wait, we do swap items you don't like out. Do they mean don't and they're stupid because they're British? Or did this guy have an opportunity to have a swappy situation?
They're saying he didn't tell us he doesn't like salad.
Oh, yeah. Double go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
like, I welcome the diabetes this guy got. You know what I mean?
They might change it if he let them know, but he didn't let them know beforehand, and then he just decided not to eat it.
Who's getting mad about this?
I don't know. Some people were like, "Oh man, they're the spirit of the law versus the rule of the law."
Dude, the internet is just unbelievable.
You got to take sides, man.
You get people to have any opinion ever on the internet.
Yeah. You got to have hot takes. The salad's unfair.
This guy sucks ass.
I don't want to do that food challenge either, and that's only 4,500 calories. That's only 2 days, like 2.5 days worth of recommended.
It's
food.
British food.
Yeah,
the food doesn't look good. It looks bland. What looks good on this? The steak looks pretty good, but it's just beef.
I'd say like it doesn't look terrible to me. Like the chicken breast looks pretty good. The egg, like
the sausage looks like it has condoms on it. You see that?
Yeah, that's probably
British food is odd, bro. They just put it in a heap. After talking about the big fat fatty, I'm critiquing British food.
Right. At least put it in a package that I could enjoy.
Yeah, there's no mozzarella sticks. There's no jalapeno poppers. What are they doing?
Yeah, there's nothing wild. You need like a wild card in there. So it should have just been a bunch of haggis. How much haggis can you eat?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm the king of haggis.
Yeah, I'm the uncrowned king of haggis.
Yeah. I have. So Dusty, we took a few weeks off of this. We haven't done it in a while, but I found a new fan experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one, very interesting. There's some interesting names on here. There's some names I'm not familiar with that maybe you can help me with. A couple surprising names. I haven't gone through activities, stuff like that. I probably should have, right? Okay. So I could we could hit the hits. But
right.
I introduced to you September 28th through October 3rd. Was it of this year or is it next year? This might have already happened. But I feel like this is probably for next year. The Pop2000 in Paradise fan experience. Okay. September 28th, October 3rd in the Fives Beach, Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Okay. This is not a cruise. I believe this is just an experience. Okay. So you'll recognize our first guy. 100% you will. He can get his ass kicked. You know what I mean? We got Chris Kirkpatrick of NSYNC.
Just by himself.
Just Chris Kirkpatrick. They couldn't get Lance to come.
Forgive me for my ignorance. Has Chris Kirkpatrick done anything on his own of note?
He got mentioned by Eminem in a song.
That's true. I recall that, yes.
I don't know. Did he ever do?
Like, I don't know of any, and it's fine. I don't know any solo Chris Kirkpatrick jams.
It says Chris Kirkpatrick of NSYNC. I don't know if he's going to be actually performing. I think he might just be hanging out, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Let's see. Solo music. He wrote for an alternative rock band called Nigel's 11.
Sure.
That's very interesting. They put out an album in 2009. He was in a movie in 2016. No, he hasn't done anything.
Nothing? Okay.
Hosting performing events. Oh, he might have. I don't know. So anyway, apparently Mark McGrath came on this tour as well, but he's not listed in what I'm looking at.
Okay.
And then so we've got Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
Under them we've got O-Town.
Okay. Yeah.
Big O-Town guy.
What was their song? Liquid Dreams? Something like that?
They had a song called All or Nothing that was really big.
Okay.
I don't know about really big, but it was pretty big song.
Yeah, I'm vaguely aware of O-Town, like below your 98 degrees.
Yeah, my dad and I watched every episode of Making the Band when it was out.
Okay.
But I don't remember. I mean, I remember Ashley Parker Angel. You know.
Yeah. They do have a song called "Liquid Dreams."
There you go.
That was not made up by me.
You like an O-Town deep cut.
I was unaware, but apparently I do.
So we've also got, I believe, Alexa Bliss's husband, Ryan Cabrera, right?
That is Mr. Alexa Bliss. Yes.
Okay. Well,
I don't like that picture of him.
I like his wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know any of his music. Do you know Ryan Cabrera's music?
No, I think it's supposed to be sort of like not scary, sort of pop rock. Because I know he plays guitar and sings, so it's like
this pop rock scares me.
It's like sort of pop punk, but like not like not that you would play on like a rock station. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah. So we got Ryan Cabrera. Okay.
Okay.
LFO. You familiar with LFO?
Yeah, they like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, that's that band.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I take her if I had one wish.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then David Cook. We spoke of him. I think this might be 2 episodes in a row we've referenced David
That's
Cook,
American Idol's weird. David Cook. LFO has the immortal line, Billy Shakespeare wrote a whole bunch of sonnets. From
Earth is my planet.
Yeah.
So we've got LFO, David Cook, Billy Gilman. Do you remember Billy Gilman?
I don't know Billy Gilman.
He had a song. I got to make sure it's him. I think he had a song called One Voice when he was like 12 years old.
Okay.
One voice was heard. I think it's about like, it is about his one voice. Is it about school shootings? What is this song about? Violence from the viewpoint of a child.
Sounds like a real fun time.
Yeah, it was a relatively big song. That's like his song though. I remember it a lot. Like I liked that song a lot because I was Billy Gilman's age when that song came out.
Sure.
Let's see. How old is he? He's 35. So I was younger than him, but you know what I mean. So Marcus Monroe, do you know who that is?
I do not.
See, we're getting in the weeds now. So I'll go Carl. You into Carl Walkner? You know him?
Nothing.
DJ XL, XCEL.
Oh, yeah. I took a class one time.
He was in my my Zumba class.
Yeah.
David Ficino.
Nope.
You big David Ficino guy? No.
He's got a guitar in his picture, so that's something.
So activities include Pop2000 concert, which is I'm sure with all of them, karaoke party, acoustic concert, comedy show. Who are the comics that are coming on this?
Yeah, who of these gentlemen?
They didn't list the comics, so is it? There's no way like Ryan Cabrera is doing stand up.
I think Carl Walkner might be. He looks
that
like
might be the one.
Yeah.
You talking about Carl? Oh yeah, he looks like if one of Kid or Play went a different direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
90s, 2000s dance party, and much more. All inclusive, round trip transfers, priority VIP check-in, bars. Let's see.
Ooh, you get a swag bag. How about that?
Hell yeah, swag bag.
Yeah,
it sounds like it's starting to sound like a radio event.
$50 spa credit per person.
10 plus pools. On-site excursion office where you can plan to leave the resort and explore so much of the beauty of Mexico for an additional fee.
So much.
You have to pay to leave.
all cocktails, including many top shelf options at 10 plus bars.
Look at this world famous Marley coffee, additional fee.
They're not giving that shit away. World class on site spa, additional fees.
Oh man. Okay, so let's book now.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, I gotta switch to the. Oh, it's in Spanish. I think it's in Spanish.
Shit, dog.
No, I'm good. I figured it out.
No,
oh man, this is not very expensive.
The resort is set on the ocean.
Hold on.
But also amongst the jungle, where you'll see spider monkeys and other such natural wildlife. That's worth the price of admission alone.
I'd pay just for the spider monkeys.
Yeah.
So deluxe room is $229 per person per night on double occupancy. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
One bedroom, $269.70. That's modern decor, art lamps, sculptures, and large paintings on the walls. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Luxury suite also features a full kitchen with granite countertop. If you don't organically see a spider monkey, we will catch one in a potato sack and dangle it outside your window, so you can hear it howl. Okay, so $229 USD per night is the least expensive. You could get a 1-bedroom swim up resort for $339.10 a night. Art lamp, sculptures, and paintings once again. King size bed, large wooden sliding doors that open to a living room with double pull out sofa bed. Hell yeah, dude. Dive right into the refreshing pool from your bedroom.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
So if you wanted to kill yourself, you'd probably have to get another room.
Yeah.
You land in the pool. You know how funny that'd be?
That's
some sad hammered guy tries to jump out of the window and he fucking lands in his pool.
That's my infinity pool. I paid extra for it.
So he puts a Mai Tai in his hand. You can get the 1-bedroom penthouse resort residence. The top floor, 1-bedroom penthouse. Indoor, outdoor living spaces. Oh, the outdoor living spaces look pretty nice. Alfresco lifestyle with a lounge area with a half bathroom, patio table for 6, a pergola, whatever that is, barbecue grill, world tour. Dude, if I go to one of these places, I don't want a barbecue grill for myself. That better come with an attendant that's going to cook my food for me.
By the way, what you're looking for is a pergola. Pergola is that word.
I don't care, bro.
Yeah, pergola is like a gazebo, like a not as nice gazebo.
Listen, this is in Mexico. Mexicans would call that a pergola.
Possibly. Okay, so, but that just what it sounds like is independent of going to this concert. I could just book a room at that resort, and the concert could just be happening. Because
I don't know, because a lot of times they do it where it's like the resort is the thing,
right? Like there's no way that it's 200. Well, I guess for 5 nights, $229 a night.
Carl Wagner's going on a different one.
It's still like $1,000.
Carl Wagner is also on the Way Down Here festival, October 5th through 10th. Carl Wagner is going to be there for a while.
Yeah, Wagner, he actually just lives down there.
Yeah, he's just a guy that lives down there.
Yeah.
Just put him on the thing. They'll believe that he's famous.
Yeah, he's not allowed back in the United States.
This really doesn't tell you like a whole lot.
Well, what it will let you know is that all food and meals are included, including 10 plus fine dining restaurants, a beach grill, pizza station, daily taco station, post-concert buffet options only for the festival guests, and 24-hour room service.
This sounds like the type of shindig that would have a pizza station. There's just not like much information about like what kind of concerts can we expect? Who are the comedians? You know what I mean? Like there's just not. Well, we know there's a Pop2000 concert and an acoustic concert. Anyway,
right? How long
very
the
interesting.
Thing is? Who's performing what days? Does everybody perform every day?
And
what is Chris Kirkpatrick gonna do? Is he just gonna sing in?
I think he's just hosting
by himself.
I think he's just hosting, and I bet he jumps on karaoke. I bet.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a sad. He karaoke's Bye Bye Bye. Man,
which is
what
funny
a-
because when In Sync plays Bye Bye Bye, Chris Kirkpatrick ain't singing.
yeah, that's
He lip syncs every single one of their goddamn shows, and he has since the 90s.
I remember I have a faint memory of a MTV like reality show after NSYNC where Chris Kirkpatrick was trying to get like the next boy band off the ground, not aware that the time had passed for such a thing. Um and he's like in Orlando doing the same thing that they all did, which is just like go like do casting calls to draft like 4 or 5 dudes and then have them perform at like Orlando Magic games or whatever, you know. And there's a halftime show where they perform at the Orlando Magic and it goes and it just bombs terribly. It is
Hell
really
yeah,
funny.
dude.
They were called
I
like Sure Shot or something, I think. I'm
we got to look up Sure Shot. But look at these pictures of this festival. You look at the screen.
yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, is that Tom Brady? No, those are the dudes that put the festival on.
Is that Tom Brady?
Uh,
That is certainly not Tom Brady.
look, dude, he's a single man now. You
Look at
know,
this man and his monkey.
that's
Hell yeah, dude.
yeah, dude, Spider Monkey.
Yeah, so just everybody looking, this doesn't look like a very fun event.
No, and it sounds an awful lot like a Firefest situation. You know,
It's just very like a very shallow pitch that's like it's not even really idea heavy. But yeah, it looks like 30 people went.
that's oh man,
This
he was
is-
in an alternative rock band. I bet that
There's a
band's
guy wearing a
terrible.
Nick Swardson shirt. This is a weird festival. There's a toga party.
Uh-huh. Well, sure.
Sorry, guys. Sorry for everybody who's listening to this. This is wild.
They have theme nights, dude.
Of course they do.
That's part of it. Yes.
So yeah, that's the Pop 2000 fan experience.
In
So
2007, Kirkpatrick agreed to host and star in the MTV reality show Mission Man Band, alongside the late
Mission Man Band.
Yes.
Mission Man Band. That's what it is. Yeah, I remember this existing.
Alongside the late Rich Cronin of LFO. What? Oh, he died of leukemia. That's a bummer. Or he had leukemia.
Oh man.
The show also had Brian Abrams of Color Me Bad and Jeff Timmons of 98 Degrees. The show was about former boy band members of the 90s forming a new group in 2007, a super group, quote unquote, man band called Sure Shot.
Oh, the whole first episode is on YouTube.
That is such a bizarre thing to have in my brain.
They're called also, Sure Shot.
Yeah, they have a Wikipedia. Years active.
They have a song called Without Ya.
Yeah. Work That Out, Without Ya, and Story of My Life are the 3 songs that they have.
Oh God, dude.
Gone Too Soon, 2007 to 2008. Rest in peace, Sure Shot.
Look at this. So you guys will be able to hear this. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Did Dre produce this? Do you guys want to guess if there's somebody on stage wearing a fedora? Do you guys want to guess if Chris Kirkpatrick is wearing a bandana? Oh my God. I'm going to play this whole song. I'm putting my feet up. I don't know if I've ever heard Kirkpatrick's voice.
If you've
that
ever
was him.
actually
that last person was Chris Kirkpatrick.
Heard him sing.
Yeah.
You know what else is wild that's around from that time is Supergroup. You can find it on YouTube. It was the VH1 show that had
Go
Ted
with like
Nugent,
Sebastian Bach.
Sebastian Bach, Ted Nugent, Scott Ian from Anthrax,
Yeah.
Evan something from some band called Biohazard, and Jason Bonham, son of John Bonham, on drums. And they have like 3 weeks to form a band and write a song. What a wild show.
Why did I think the guy from Twisted Sister was in this? For
That I
some reason, I
don't
thought
know.
he was in.
Can't help you with that. But
What is his name?
D. Snyder.
D. Snyder. I thought
Yeah.
for some reason I thought D. Snyder was in Supergroup. Anyway,
No, if he was in it, he wouldn't take it.
that is true.
Yeah.
He's right. He's free. He'll fight. You'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking back at these pictures of the that thing, and a lot of the pictures are just with the event organizers.
Yeah, it's got
two
big
guys.
Fire Fest vibes to it, to me.
God, and these guys make money off of this.
Probably not.
Good for them.
From what it sounds like, not a lot of money, but some money.
Either that or a lot of money. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it only looks like, it doesn't look like a lot of people show up to these things.
Yeah, Chris Kirkpatrick's paid in pizza stations, so that keeps the overheads.
I was promised 5 nights of pizza stations,
And
I was going to get comped the world famous coffee.
Yeah, you said unlimited toppings. Shut up, Chris.
This taco bar is lacking.
That's his note. Why don't you call Timberlake? Ask him last time he was paid by Taco Bar.
He blocked my number.
Yeah. Actually, that's a great segue. Andrew, I had pizza this weekend. Count it. 2 different times.
Oh, geez.
Yep. Living a life of luxury.
Mr. Braggadocious.
Yes. And I don't know that I know. Mostly these Andrew Rankums are just to find out more about my friend, you know?
Oh, we're going to Andrew rank him some pizza, huh?
I want to know what I consider to be the classic pizza topping situation. What's your ranking system? So
Okay.
I'm presenting to you pepperoni, sausage, the Macaulay Culkin favorite, plain cheese, veggie pizza, ham and pineapple.
Okay. Veggies on the bottom.
See, depending on where it's from, like a veggie pizza be pretty good.
I just don't like the tomato slices.
Yeah.
I'm not like fucking moron who did the food challenge. I'll still eat veggie pizza. But
right.
So are we talking about these toppings in a vacuum by themselves, or are we talking like I get a pizza with just pepperoni on it, I get a pizza with just sausage on it, I get a pizza with just cheese on it? Okay. Okay, so veggie on the bottom. Cheese above that.
Okay.
As a kid, I always would just get cheese pizza because pepperoni was too spicy for me.
Right. It's a little spicy.
Yeah. Shock of the century here, sausage number 3.
Okay.
And I do like sausage, but pizza sausage is very hit or miss. Sometimes you get some really bad pizza sausage that doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like they put turkey sausage on your pizza, and it's not turkey sausage. You know what I mean?
Right.
So sausage is one of the least reliable pizza toppings. So like I wouldn't get a just sausage pizza. I would get a lot of things pizza with sausage included.
Yeah.
I'm going ham and pineapple second. I'm not doing full surprise of the century thing, and I don't want to adjudicate this. The pineapple on pizza thing is the biggest basic bitch fucking debate that we've had nationally for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
I'm much more intrigued by is a hot dog a sandwich, but pineapple on pizza, stop it. Like if people, I know you're not I know you're a married man, so you're not a dating app guy, but oh boy, the amount of references to pineapple on pizza on people's dating profiles.
So like if you like pineapple on pizza, you better swipe left.
Yeah, my most controversial opinion is pineapple belongs on pizza, wacky face. Shut up.
And also, of course it belongs on pizza because you can put it on pizza. just if you don't like pineapple, the slices on your pizza, don't order a pizza with pineapple on it. Like, where's the controversy?
Sick. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, just don't do it.
yeah,
But I happen to like the ham and pineapples pizza.
brother, I'll lock arms with you. I also
Yeah,
enjoy pineapple and ham pizza.
it
So
is a good pizza. And then pepperoni's number one. There's a reason that pepperoni is the like de facto pizza topping.
it's
Like
undefeated. You know,
it's really hard to beat. When I was a kid, like I said, it was a little too spicy for me. Now, I mean, it's not like it's. If you asked me if pepperoni was spicy, I would slap my young self in the face if I wasn't so cute and not slappable. You know?
right?
You never met me as a kid, bro. Real problem. That was a real
Unslappable.
problem. I was too cute.
Right.
As
Also
a kid.
ill, so it's tough. You know.
Yeah, that helps. I mean, the IV pole probably made it a lot harder as well. But God, I was a freaking cute kid until I was like 10. I hit a real awkward stage in the tweens. The tweens were rough for old Andrew, and then blossomed into the handsome man I am today. You know,
that's why Simple Plan made sense to you back then. You know,
dude, I'm back on the Simple Plan train. By the way,
really.
Dude, I like it. It's fun.
Hey,
it's fun because it's funny that it's fun because it's like so sad.
Right. And like really
every night is the worst night ever. Really, Pierre Bouvier, Canadian rock star.
Yeah. Well, and like such a young person opinion. And like an unearned young person opinion.
Yeah,
like,
nobody cares, and I'm alone in the world is having more fun than me. Shut up.
Yeah. And the fun they're having is like playing Street Fighter at an arcade, you know?
Yeah, like 7 minutes in heaven.
Yeah, like
with a brace face weirdo.
I had this conversation with somebody the other day where it was like, because they were talking about how their kids call them chuggy. Like, which I guess I don't know if that's still a proper reference.
I've heard recently that that's a thing. I don't know I think you might have told me what chuggy means.
Yeah, so I guess it's like uncool or unhip or like a cringe person.
Hell yeah, dude. All right.
And I was like, why did we give all of the power to teenagers or young people to decide what's cool or hip whenever they don't know anything? They have zero life experience. Like, why do they get to decide? Do you understand how much cooler I am at 39 than I was when I was 14? Like, I could go to a concert tomorrow. I could go to any concert I want, anywhere I want. I could do almost anything. Like
Pete Holmes has a great bit about that. He's like, being a kid sucks.
Like, and yet we're like, oh, they're the arbiters of cool. We should long to have the acceptance of someone who can't go to Taco Bell by themselves. Like,
yeah, it's funny. It's like when I see high school kids now, it's just hilarious how uncool they are. Like, how like outwardly trying to be cool they are. And that was me. I was one of the cool kids for the most part. You know, I had my moments.
Look, we all fall into that trap.
I was most spirited in high school, and when I see videos of kids cheering at high school football games, I'm like, look at those fucking dweebs. Who cares if your football team wins? Right. I was the most that guy.
But it's like, I don't know. One time I was doing some sort of project. It was like a cleanup thing around the church I was going to at the time. And I was wearing my Minor Threat t-shirt because nobody at that church knows what Minor Threat is. Doesn't matter. And I like Minor Threat. And some like teen
you just made me think of something.
Came up to me and was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a band." And he goes, "Oh, I've never heard of them." I go, "Yeah, why would you? This is a good band." So, do you have any idea how much more stuff I know than you? Like,
you big leagued him. That's gross.
Of course, because he was trying to come at me, and I'm like, I will not allow anymore to be bullied by people who have a curfew, like it's not going to happen.
Is it the Bill Burr? Is it Bill Burr where the kid's being a dick and he just poured a little water on his head?
Yeah, well, there's also the Bill Burr story where he talks about his brother at the breakfast table being like, "I hate you, Mom," and his dad, without looking, throws a whole glass of milk in his face.
Okay, so. Your Minor Threat thing made me think of this, Dusty. This is gonna trip you out a little bit, I think. So, There's a punk rock karaoke night at a local comedy club in Bakersfield. I'm scrolling up and down so as to not spoil what is in the caption of this. Okay.
Oh no. Yeah,
Punk.
I've saw the advertisement.
Did you read the caption?
I did not read the caption. No.
Okay, so this comedy club is amazing. The Well Comedy Club. I'm not shitting on this show at all. It actually sounds pretty awesome. There's just some surprising things going on at this show. Just don't read it, so I won't scroll. Okay, because I want to be able to read it to you. So it's punk rock karaoke. $15 admission. Come sing for some of your favorite punk rock songs live on stage with the band members who perform them. You have a live band during this punk rock karaoke.
Okay.
Gets a little bit more interesting. They've been doing this since 1996. You sign up at the venue. You pick a song out of the list of songs that they know, which you'll find out is a lot of songs. And they call the song's name. You go up and sing, right? They have songs all the way back to 1983. The band, Dusty,
Yeah.
is Greg Hetson from Bad Religion and the Circle Jerks on guitar. Stan Lee from the Dickies on guitar. Randy Bradbury from Pennywise on bass and vocals. Darren Pfeiffer from Goldfinger on the drums. Steve Soto from the Adolescents on bass, and Eric Melvin from NoFX on guitar.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
You get to sing with an all-star group of punk rock guys.
Yeah.
For $15.
That's insane.
When I saw that they were doing this, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I probably won't go to that just because, like, I don't know anybody in town who's going to go with me, all that type of stuff. But that was before I looked at the band. So I was like, what song would I sing at a punk rock karaoke? And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, I would sing Mattersville by NoFX.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a very good song. And it's one of my favorite NoFX songs. And it's just a fun song to sing. There's a line in that song that says, Eric Melvin lives next door to me. And I look, and Eric Melvin is in the band that
if you're on stage, you have
with.
to look at him when you
got to point at him.
Yeah.
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 But I don't know necessarily what Eric Melvin looks like, so I might point accidentally at Greg Hetson from Bad Religion.
Very true, yeah.
Which would be funny. But how wild is that?
Like, I was like, oh no, what is this thing going to be?
I know.
And then live band is intriguing. And then you're telling me it's like punk rock legends in the band. The dude from Goldfinger, your favorite band, is playing drums.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
Does it have the list of songs?
No.
Oh, okay. I'd probably try to sing a Dead Kennedys song. Because, like, Jello Biafra can't really sing. And I can't really sing either, but I could sort of do the Jello Biafra voice.
Yeah, there's a few punk rock bands that you can do that. Like, you can sing a lot of Tim Armstrong stuff if you're not a singer.
Yeah.
You can sing some, if you have a low enough voice, you can sing some Joe Strummer stuff.
Yeah. It's a holiday in Cambodia. I can do that.
Yeah.
That's fine. And
that's crazy, right?
Yeah. You should, like, if I lived closer, I would definitely go to that with you. Like, you should go for sure. That $15 is nothing to hang out with punk rock royalty,
Yeah, it's wild. But what am I gonna do? Become friends with a guy from Goldfinger? No,
you could.
I'm gonna go
Not if
with my thumb up my ass, and I'm either gonna sing a song and just assume that they don't like me because they're punkers, or I'm gonna watch everybody and be like, I wish I would have signed up for a song. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, if you go, you got to sign up for a song.
Yeah, I'll probably be the best singer in that building.
Right.
I have to sign up for a song.
You do know Linoleum by NoFX. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Don't Call Me White would probably be really over in Bakersfield.
Right. I like the message of this song.
Yeah.
Bob would be fun by NoFX.
I love NoFX.
Yeah.
Oops, I OD'd would be sick.
Yeah.
Oops, I OD'd.
I wonder how many, like, NoFX songs there are. I'm surprised 1983 is the starting date because that, like, eliminates a bunch of the famous Ramones and Clash songs.
I bet they would. I bet they know that shit.
Yeah.
because I think they said 1983 back, but it's like, okay, 1983 isn't the newest song that you're gonna play. So
Right.
I think I was like, they had to have written that wrong, but I guarantee they'd be down to play the Ramones. Like a lot of that stuff's really easy. It's just tiring. So
Yeah.
all
Not if
those
you're Melvin, because
downstrokes.
he plays in no effects, but
Yeah, he's probably fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
My forearms would explode. So
well, and I don't know if it's that guy from Pennywise, but Spencer, famously from Pennywise, all downstrokes on guitar. He doesn't he doesn't ever play an upstroke.
that's how Johnny Ramone did it.
Yeah, which is like really difficult, and also like making it twice as hard on yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they do that. Like they probably think it sounds different.
Yeah,
it probably does sound different. But if you watch Johnny Ramone play, it's like feverishly downstroking that guitar.
He's got like Popeye forearm on one hand. You know,
what a haircut that guy had. Yeah. So that we will transition from that to a new segment that we're doing, newish because we've kind of done it once. We're gonna do daily trivia.
Hell yeah, I'm ready.
There's a couple daily. There's like 4 daily trivia things that we do, including Wordle, that we send the results to each other on every day. We're not gonna do Wordle today because Wordle is not a good thing to do in like audio form.
Right. It's a lot of sitting quietly trying to solve the word. You know,
I say after I perused the pictures of that tour, that pop tour. Anyway, go fuck yourself. Watch it on YouTube. We're gonna start off with Daily Dozen trivia. This is a trivia that there's 9 categories. The top 3 are all sports, and then the bottom 6 are a mishmash of like history. This one's got history, television, movies, music, celebrity mashup, snacks, and candy. As we did last time, we will start with celebrity mashup because we need to get it out of the way because it's a video. It's a visual thing, and the picture that we have is a terrible picture. That is Nicole Kidman on the outside. Do you know who the inside is?
I can't tell. Hold on.
Who plays Littlefinger? Do you know the name of the guy who plays Littlefinger?
I do not know that guy's name, which makes me think.
Well, then we'll skip this.
That it's not him.
We'll skip that one. It's Nicole Kidman on the outside, though.
Okay.
Sure. Snacks and candy. The creator of Mike and Ike's reworked his recipe to create this red-colored cinnamon-flavored candy, typically packaged in red boxes. That's the creator of Mike and Ike's?
Well, yeah, because
what are those things called? Red Hots? Is that
no,
what those
hot
called?
Tamales.
Hot tamales. There it is.
Yeah. It's because they have they're like the same as Mike and Ike's. It's like the same.
No, it totally makes sense. I just didn't think. If you would have made me guess, I would have guessed that hot tamales were older than Mike and Ike's. But that's probably just because I found out about hot tamales first.
Dude, I think that's Gary Oldman.
That could be Gary Oldman. Let's do it.
I think that's the Gary Oldman. And
gun to my head, I don't think it's Gary Oldman, but I don't have a better guess than that, and we got it wrong. Okay.
Oh man,
it was Kidman on the outside, right?
Isn't
Nicole Kidman the one that was married to Tom Cruise?
Yeah, as best as I could tell. Yeah.
That was definitely her. Who assassinated Abraham Lincoln in Ford's Theater in 1865? That is John Wilkes Booth.
That is indeed.
I'm really good when there's 3 names.
Yeah.
Okay. If there's a David Allen Greer question, I'm going to nail it. Disney Channel alum, this singer released hit songs in the 2010s such as Heart Attack, Cool for the Summer, and Give Your Heart a Break. No idea.
I'm going to say Hillary Duff.
Okay, my guess is Selena Gomez. So if we but it's all completely off the top of my head. So
yeah, I mean you can go with yours if you want. I have 0.
I don't think Hillary Duff is an option. Yeah, I don't think Hillary's a duck. I've tried both spellings, so let's go with Selena.
Then let's go with by.
And I was wrong.
Oh no.
We're both wrong. Movies set in South Africa. Aliens referred to as prawns live in an internment camp. Oh, this is District 9, isn't it?
This is District 9. Yes.
Look at me getting a movie question right.
I know. I really thought this is where I'd pull my weight.
Television. What actress had a breakout role playing Kelly Bundy on Married with Children? Is Kelly Bundy the child?
Yes, that's Christina Applegate.
Christina Applegate. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Did I tell you that? I think I did. I talked about it on the phone. I talked to what's his name on the phone. David Faustino recently.
No, you didn't tell me.
David Faustino Wallace. A guy who I work with knows David Faustino, and I was just chilling, talking to somebody that we were interviewing, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, I got to take this," and he's like talking on the phone, and he like puts it on speakerphone. It's like really weird because I didn't know it was David Faustino on the phone, and the guy's like, "Yeah, fucking," like the guy just keeps talking like that. I'm like, "Who is this?" And he shows me the thing, and he goes, "Say hi to my friends," and on his phone it says David Faustino, and I was like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "What's up, guys?" And I'm like, "Hi, David Faustino," and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm just chilling, fucking working on some shit, you know what I mean."
Also, I don't want to
I was
go
like,
out.
"Dude, I used to watch you all the time when I was a kid." He's like, "Thanks, man. I appreciate it." Seemed like a nice guy. He's got a potty mouth.
I don't want to gloss over it. Was that a David Foster Wallace reference you just
Yeah,
made?
you like that?
Yeah, an Infinite
You like
Jest
that?
reference. Hell yeah, dude.
NFL. I never get these. I know this one. Emmitt Smith played the final 2 seasons of his NFL career with what NFC team from 2003 to 2004? I think I know this one.
That is the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes, it is. Damn it. I would have done really well on this one and been able to send you a good one. This guard averaged over 15 points per game for Houston from 2016 to 2022 and won the Sixth Man of the Year award in 2017.
That is Chris Paul.
I don't know, because I don't think Chris Paul was a sixth man in 2017. He's a Hall of Famer, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this is James Harden, but I think we're both wrong.
Yeah,
because
Harden
I think James Harden played.
He played for the Nets at some point.
Who was he the sixth man for? He was the sixth man for. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was before 2017. That was further back.
Yeah.
So I will guess Chris Paul, but I don't think it's Chris Paul because I think Chris Paul's been a starter since before then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea otherwise.
Yeah.
We're just going to guess Chris Paul and get it wrong, and then we'll find out afterwards. And then, we got it wrong. 2009 Stanley Cup Final was a rematch of 2008, where the Pittsburgh Penguins defeated this team in 7 games 1 year after losing in 6. No fucking idea, Dusty.
I have no idea.
I'm going to go with the Colorado Avalanche.
All right. Sounds good to me.
I got it wrong. Let's double dip. Double dip means that we can go back and try to re-answer one of the questions.
Okay.
Let's throw out another Disney person.
Demi Lovato.
Was she a Disney person?
Thought so. Wasn't she hanging out with the Jonas Brothers?
Oh, he nailed it. He got it right. That boy.
Impossibly.
Oh my God. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. So the NBA one, that was Eric Gordon. I would have never gotten that.
No.
I don't know. NHL was the Detroit Red Wings.
I was going to guess the Red Wings because that's my default.
God damn it.
For everyone. Every hockey question, I don't know. I just
mine is either the Ducks or the Avalanche.
Yeah.
Celebrity mashup, that was Nicole Kidman. Ben Stiller.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
I can see it, but that doesn't look that much like Ben Stiller.
No.
That's wild.
Holy hate
shit.
The celebrity.
Did Kai get that one?
I hate the celebrity matchup. It's a cursed image every single time.
I'm pretty good at the mashup.
Yeah.
Kai did not get the mashup correct. So, neener.
Yeah.
You didn't get it either. Now, this next one is Rotten Tomatoes movie trivia. So, basically, they give us how many words are in the title, the Rotten Tomatoes scores, the rating, the genre, the length, and the year.
Yeah.
So, and you get clues as you go. So we start off with those things. So this is a movie that is a one-word title. Critics score 92%, audience score 79%. Rated R, 1999. It's a comedy. Is this like no?
I can't see the tomato
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. I got you, dog.
No.
So it's one word.
Okay.
Rated R movie, a comedy
from
1999
with 92%. Oh,
so what comedies?
Election.
If this is correct, that's a poll. Oh my God!
From downtown.
Dusty sniped it. That's crazy. I would have never. I literally. There's not a single clue. You could have said it rhymes with erection, and I would have guessed selection. I would not have gotten this one right.
Yeah, that is because of a book I have called 1999: The Last Great Year in Movies.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Where they wrote a chapter about election. So
a whole chapter. Have you seen the movie?
Or well, parts of it's like 3 movies. Yes, I've seen Election. It's very funny. Reese Witherspoon's really good in it. So,
wow.
I think
what a performance by Dusty.
I think we should do the box office game. Andrew and Kai.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the box office game.
Andrew and Kai hate the box office game. I love the box office game.
What website do I go to for that?
It's box office me. Like the
.me?
Yeah, .me.
Okay. So this is a game we played a few days ago. That's not a real website. Is it box, like, is there a dash or anything?
Hold on, let me send it to you. It's great radio. Explain the game, Andrew.
So it's a certain week in movie history, or in human history, and you have to pick the top. The top. How many does it give you? 5.
Gives you 5. Yeah.
5 movies. BoxofficeGA.me. What the fuck? Why don't you tell me the GA part, Dusty?
Well, I figured, game is spelled. Oh, you spelled boxofficegame.me.
No, I just put boxoffice.me. I mean, I need you to re-listen to this podcast and listen to what you told me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what it'll give you, we've got 5 movies. This is the weekend of August 20th, 2004, my 14th birthday, August 22nd.
Wow. So, big weekend.
Big weekend for me. So I might be okay at this one, but I also might stink. But I think we've done 2004 in something else that we did. Like we watched a movie and we talked about the movies from that year or something. Yeah. Or you did one of the games.
Maybe.
So the first movie, it gives you certain criteria. So the first movie is a Warner Brothers picture. It made $18,054,001. That's a big dollar there. And it was his first week on the out. So first week out. So you start off with 200 points per pick. It's 40 points to reveal the tagline. Would you like to reveal the tagline on this one, Dusty?
Actually, I would like to go down the list before I do any of the
okay. So things. We've got Warner Brothers picture. That's number 1, 18 million. Paramount picture. That's 13.5 million. Disney movie, 13,051,560. Final gross was 61 million on that one. 20th Century Fox movie, 12.4 million. Final gross was 62 million on that. Lionsgate, 11 million. Final gross was 14 million on that one. Interestingly enough, that Lionsgate one had a really, like, its first week, like it made most of its money. Like this was week 3, it made 11.4 million, total 14.4 million. So this is a movie that stunk at first and had a real big third week.
Yeah.
For that third one.
Let's see. Can you open the Walt Disney one for me?
I mean, opening it doesn't show you anything. You know
no,
what I
mean? I know. I'm looking for how well it's done so far. 61 million. Okay. It's been out a couple weeks. Nothing is immediately jumping to mind for this weekend, so let's go to number 1 and give me the tagline.
Okay, the tagline for the Warner Brothers movie, 18 million gross this week, is "Go back to where the horror began." This might be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It might be a Chainsaw Massacre. But
wait, the Beale one, because the Beale one was 03, wasn't it?
Right, the Beale one's 03.
Oh, so it's not. It's not.
So
Texas
it's
Chainsaw
not.
Massacre.
So it's gotta be a sequel to something. But I don't know. Let's close that one for now.
I'm trying to think what that could be. What came out in 2004?
come back around to it.
There wasn't like a Freddy movie. There wasn't like a fucking.
No, and it's where it began, so it makes it.
Let's get this Disney tagline.
Okay.
It can take a lifetime to find true love. She's got 30 days. That's got to be some like. Go ahead.
Is it 13 going on 30?
I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking. Submit that one. That's a miss.
Ooh. Okay.
Somebody's screaming at the screen.
Yeah.
So it's a 2004 Disney movie. It can take a lifetime to find true love. She's got 30 days.
I'm not.
Oh man, we're gonna suck balls on this one. Let's go Paramount.
Okay.
Tagline. Cool.
Yep.
So this is the number 2 movie of the week. The tagline is The Call of the Wild, The Thrill of Adventure, The Mistake of a Lifetime. I've got no idea.
Is this Without a Paddle? It's Without a Paddle, a 2004 movie.
It very could be. I feel like without a no.
I think that's too early. Right.
But what would the mistake of a lifetime be? Just getting lost, I guess.
Right. Let's go with an actor. Let's go actor number 1 on this one.
Oh my God. It's Seth Green.
Oh man. Should have trusted the old instincts.
God damn it. Yep. So Without a Paddle's our number 2. That's the Paramount movie. We got that one.
Okay.
So we've got Warner Bros. Go back to where the horror began.
Yeah.
Was there like a
train?
There wasn't like
there's a train.
That train's going wild. There wasn't like a Scream that came out then.
No, I'm gonna feel very stupid. I feel like whenever.
Of course you are.
Yeah. Hit me with the actor number 1.
You got a mirror.
Yeah.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
That helps me 0.
That does not help me at all. Oh, shit. Is it
Guarantee Jacob knows this.
Halloween
Resurrection?
Resurrection.
That's just literally shot in the dark for me. Does that sound like?
Yes, that's also a shot in the dark for me.
Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, it doesn't tell us how many words, huh?
No.
Nope. Not Halloween Resurrection.
All right.
So let's table that.
Let's see.
Should we go one actor on the Disney one?
Let's go one actor on the Disney one.
Anne Hathaway.
This is the Princess Diaries 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2?
Number 2. Because it's the royal engagement, you see.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, nailed it. Julie Andrews in that movie.
Yeah.
She's still kicking? She's still alive, huh? How old is Julie Andrews?
I have zero idea. But she's very funny in the first Princess Diaries movie.
I bet she's 86 years old. That's my guess. 88.
Nice. Still here?
Yes. Kicking.
Good for her.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we'll go back. Number 4, 20th Century Fox, 12.4 mil. You want to see tagline?
Hit me with the tagline.
Whoever wins, we lose.
That is... Ooh. Alien versus Predator.
Oh, I think that's a good guess. Correctamundo.
There we go.
Look at Dusty.
Alien versus... My other thought was Freddy versus Jason, because that tagline works for that too. But
so we've got Lionsgate, 11 million. Like I said, first 2 weeks didn't make a whole lot of money. Third week it really went fucking gangbusters.
Jumped up.
Maybe it's gangbusters. Tagline: Scream all you want.
Okay.
Wait. Was there like a Saw movie in 2004? Like Saw 2 or some shit? When did Saw come out?
Yeah, but I don't remember Stellan Skarsgård being the lead guy.
Okay, I don't know who Stellan Skarsgård is. I assume he's a Skarsgård brother.
I'm gonna need a actor for Scream All You Want.
Blanchard Ryan.
Okay, this is
Sounds like a fucking weird white dude name generator.
This is a small movie because last week it was number 17 at the box office, and now it's number 5. So it's
like I said, it had 2 really tough weeks, and then it made 11 million in the third week.
Who's the director? Please.
Chris Kentis is the director.
Nope. Okay, give me actor number 2.
Daniel Travis.
Okay. What about actor number 3?
This is the third build behind Blanchard Ryan and Daniel Travis.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be Denzel. Saul Stein. I'm not sure these are real dudes.
That's not even a real dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to reveal all clues because I have no idea what this is. What is the plot?
2 divers are left out at sea without a boat. There's nothing but water for miles.
Is the name of this movie.
Okay, let's open water this shit. Correctamundo.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten
that.
No.
All right.
Number 1.
Hit me with who's second in the billing.
Isabella Scorupco.
Dude, I don't know what this movie is. Go with actor number 3.
James Darcy.
Yep.
Or DRC.
What about the director?
Rennie Harlin.
Oh, it's Rennie Harlin.
Oh.
He made like Die Hard 2, and he made a bunch of stuff that you would know.
So this is a Warner Brothers movie from August of 2004. 18 million made this week, on this first week. Stellan Skarsgård, Isabella Scorupco, James Darcy, and directed by Rennie Harlin.
I'm gonna need the plot. Reveal all clues.
We're revealing all the hints. We're giving away all of our points on this one. Having lived through traumatizing events during World War II, Father Lancaster Marin takes a sabbatical from the church to conduct archaeological, god damn it, excavations in British administered East Africa. Marin unearths an ancient Byzantine church believed to have been built and then immediately buried to keep down evil from the crypt below. The natives are convinced that uncovering the truth. The natives are convinced that uncovering the church has unleashed a demon and begun to violently clash. Oh man, I covered that up. With the British military groups. As the village rapidly disintegrates in the chaos of war, Marin must face off with the demon, which has taken possession of someone close to him. It's a very long plot, Dusty.
Yeah.
The Exorcist.
The beginning.
Isn't it? How do you spell exorcist? Oh.
EXO.
Yeah, I've got it. And the beginning. It's just Exorcist, the beginning. Yeah, you got it. 59th percentile, Dusty. Better than average.
Yeah, that bums me out, but I never saw The Exorcist beginning because I heard it was really terrible. So
it eventually made $78 million worldwide.
Yeah. I did not see any of these movies in the theater. So
I haven't seen any of these movies. No, I've seen Without a Paddle.
Right, of course. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, we'll shine them. You know what I mean?
Man, you should have guessed Without a Paddle.
I wish that I knew what I know now.
That's a rough day for the box office game. But
listen, you chose to do it.
I know, but I love the box office game. It's my favorite game.
Game sucks ass.
It's no fun if you don't know any of the movies. You know.
Anything about any movies ever made, ever.
Taglines and things. Okay. Did you want to do the other thing that I had sent to you?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. I ran across a reel earlier today where they had a British guy who runs a record store. He does very entertaining Facebook reels, like recommending records and talking about bands and stuff. And his son asked him if he could name the top 10 Beatles songs according to the fans on the website ranker.com. Now, I believe this is still the case, but at a certain point, Andrew's favorite band in the entire world was the Beatles.
It's definitely one of them.
Okay, so, but you
I
would
go
say
like Beatles.
at one
Beatles and
point
Beach
you
Boys
were
is tough for me.
fanatical.
Oh yeah,
about the Beatles.
big Beatles guy.
So
I love the Beatles. Yes.
I also love the Beatles. I'm not as fanatical. Andrew can tell who's singing on every track, which I don't know is skill only to him, but I don't know how to pick it out.
There's some people who are like insane. I'm kind of slightly above average when it comes to Beatles stuff, but yeah, I can't tell who's singing when. There are certain times when like they sound like each other a little bit, but they have pretty distinct voices when you like really pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Especially as a guy who sings. But you can hear the like I've probably talked about it on the podcast before. You can hear the shape of their mouths, like
and their
Paul's
accent.
very circular.
I always hear John's accent because it's different than Paul's accent.
Well, John was always like he was like always like his mouth. He almost like sang with a smile. Because he didn't open his mouth very much. But anyway.
All right.
Yeah. I love the Beatles.
Top 10.
So this is like in terms of like good song.
Yeah, I got this is what the fans believe to be the top 10 Beatles songs voted by fans.
Okay.
Of this particular website. So take that into account.
Here Comes the Sun.
Here Comes the Sun is number 9.
Oh, I figured it would be a little higher than that. Hey Jude.
Hey Jude is number 2.
Mickey Free is not a girl.
Uh-huh.
Let It Be.
Let It Be is number 5. 3 for 3 so far.
Yeah, I mean, I just keep ones keep coming into and then leaving my head. Yesterday is number 8. Okay. This is now it's gonna start getting a little harder. I know I'm missing some like obvious ones. I do really poorly when I'm like on the spot in these situations when I have to get. I always forget an obvious one. I've got Hey Jude. I've got Let It Be. I Am the Walrus. No, I'm not guessing that yet. That's gonna be back. That's gonna be down the line for me to guess that one. I think. Because it's interesting. Because is it gonna be just the popular songs, or is it gonna be like, I think I Want You, She's So Heavy should be on there, but I don't think it's on there, so I'm not gonna guess it right now.
Right. There are. So it is surprising to me. The top 10
come together.
Not on the list.
Okay.
It's a big surprise.
I don't know if I'd put it on the list. I'm just trying to go like. I would put Something on this list. Is Something on this list?
Something is number 4.
Okay.
Which is surprising to me.
That's a beautiful song.
It's a great song, but it wouldn't be one that I would think would make the top 10.
Harrison, man.
Yeah.
Sneaky good songwriter. I don't think Get Back deserves to be on this list. The Long and Winding Road.
Not on the list.
Okay. I'll probably take more than 3 strikes on this one because it's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'll go till I tap. I might tap like sooner than that. I know I'm missing. Am I missing like slam dunks?
I'd say you're missing 2 slam dunks and then 2 that I'm surprised about.
Can I? Well, I was gonna say, can I like go through Beatles albums? Since I'm not, this isn't like a, but I feel like that's a little cheating. I want to say Oh Darling. Oh Darling.
I love Oh Darling, not on the list.
Not on the list, yeah.
There is a Paul song, or I'm sorry, there's a John song at number 6, and then a George song at number 10.
I haven't picked number 1 yet, have I?
No, number 1, number 3, number 6, and number 10 are what you're missing. Oh, and number 7. Sorry.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps is number 10.
Is Twist and Shout on there?
No. In fact,
I would be surprised if it was.
At this point, I'll save you. There are no, from what I can tell, Mop Top Beatles songs on here.
Okay. A Day in the Life?
Day in the Life is number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it as my favorite Beatles song, but I don't think that's egregious. I think that's a really good song. So I'm missing number 6 and number 10?
No, you need number 3, number 6, and number 7.
3, 6, and 7, okay. And I'm missing a Paul song?
There's a Paul song, a John song, and then I don't know who wrote the other one.
Sang the other one? Okay. All You Need Is Love's not on this.
No.
There's no way. Okay, good. So you could go Get Back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Get Back. No. I'm going Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby, number 7. Way to go.
Yeah.
So now you need number 3 and number 6.
So a John song and a song that you don't know who sang it or wrote it.
Yeah.
Or unless Eleanor Rigby's the one you didn't know.
No, I know Eleanor Rigby's Paul, right?
Yeah.
So I think the number 3. Ooh, I almost said the name of it. I think that's a Paul song, but I don't know for sure.
It's not Revolution.
No, didn't make the list.
Okay, that's tough, dude. John sang because John sang a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap. What are the other two?
Number 6, Strawberry Fields Forever.
Oh yeah, I should have picked that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of annoyed. I missed that one. What's the other one?
Hold on. In My Life.
It's numbers.
Is number 3.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So top 10.
That's a really good song. That's John.
From 10 to 1. While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Here Comes the Sun. Yesterday. Eleanor Rigby. Strawberry Fields Forever. Let It Be. Something. In My Life. Hey Jude. A Day in the Life.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a good list of songs.
You're talking about preference at that point, like I Want You.
Yeah.
She's So Heavy is always a favorite.
I loved that song because I loved weed. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to weed, if you smoke weed and put on really good headphones and close your eyes and listen to I Want You, She's So Heavy, you will convince yourselves that that's the greatest song that's ever been written.
It's going to shake you at a molecular level.
I think there's like 9 words in the song.
Yeah.
I want you so bad. It's driving me mad. She's so heavy. There's 12 words in the song, I think.
But that bass line, that bass line,
Yeah, but I would like
Helter Skelter. You could put on there.
I would say Help.
Help. I'm surprised. I Want to Hold Your Hand isn't on there, but they're not talking about like significance, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put it on there because it's too simple of a song. Like it's a good song and I enjoy listening to it, but I knew it wasn't going to make it on something like that. Michelle could get some recognition. Penny Lane's a great song.
Day Tripper.
Nowhere Man is I love that song.
Lady Madonna. I like Lady Madonna quite a bit.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Girl. There's a lot of it's really hard to really nail it.
But it's also you can't discount that. Like I Saw Her Standing There. That's a song that like you run through a wall, like it's awesome.
I just love She Was Just 17. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
great.
You gotta bump that up, Paul.
You gotta realize it was the 60s. I'm totally cool. Like Penny Lane I love, but the only one I'm bummed I didn't think of Strawberry Fields Forever. I would have if you showed me all of the Beatles songs and then told me to pick the top 10, I would be surprised that Strawberry Fields wasn't on there if it wasn't. So, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with how I did. I like early Beatles a lot more than most Beatles enthusiasts do. Like most Beatles enthusiasts are very, very into the later stuff, which I am. I mean, I like the later stuff a lot, but like With the Beatles is an album of just cover songs that they put out in 1963. I think there's a couple of originals on there, but most of them are cover songs. Like they covered from like, you know, 8 black girls in the 50s sang this song, you know?
Right.
And I love it very much. It's one of my favorite Beatles albums. And it's very simple and it's just covers and like, but yeah, it's an okay list. It's fine. I'm not mad at it at all. So you sent me Ranker's list of the best Led Zeppelin songs, and you've not looked at this.
I have not looked at it. Led Zeppelin is my favorite band, and I equally feel like I'm probably going to drop the ball on this. There are a lot of Led Zeppelin songs, so
yeah, there's probably more Beatles songs though, right?
Probably, but
I don't know how many albums, because the Beatles were only together for like 8 years. Did you know that?
Yeah. Well,
How
Zeppelin
weird
was
is
only
that?
together 10 years.
Please Please Me came out in 1963.
Yeah.
Let It Be came out in 1970.
Yeah.
So that's what's insane about that is how like they think of like old Beatles, it's this like old school skiffle type music, and then they went into like full beard hippie music, completely changing the face of rock and roll in 7 years.
Yeah. Well, and they stopped touring in like 1965 or something. Like
it's unbelievable, dude. It's the weirdest shit in the world.
Yeah, the run is insane, you know.
Yeah.
But Zeppelin's only together, I think 10, a little over 10. I think John Bonham dies in 1979, and Led Zeppelin 1 comes out like end of 68.
Did you hear the new, the recent Robert Plant singing Stairway?
No.
It was like a few weeks ago.
No, I haven't heard it.
It's gone, bro.
Yeah, it's rough.
But I don't blame him for it being gone.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, you know, fucking guy didn't know how to sing anymore. You don't, I think we've talked about it like this before. You don't drive a drag racer car for across the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You're going to blow the doors off that motherfucker doing what he was doing.
Yeah.
And he did it with poor technique for the most part. And while drinking and smoking completely. Yeah. With an armadillo in his trousers.
Right.
So it's hard to
he wasn't going the
really
Steve Perry route, you know, humidifier in the room.
Yeah. Our Jake, my brother Jacob's friend Jimmy Necco, the guy from Ours, an incredible singer, he wouldn't even like play with the AC on. So Zeppelin 1 came out in 1969. In Through the Outdoor.
Yeah.
Were they still together when that came out?
Yeah.
1979. So 10 years.
Yeah. Because Bonham dies end of 79 or maybe end of 80. So they released one album after that. But I think they released 10 albums in total. So probably I think they released less albums than the Beatles even during that time.
The Beatles put out a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so there's a lot of songs to pick from. Let me look. Let's see if I can give you anything. There's like one song on here that I'm not familiar with.
Okay. So I'm going to go for the big dog first. Kashmir.
Curveball calling Kashmir the big dog. That's number 8.
Okay. Or a big dog, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to do it just because you have to. I don't know where it falls critically among the Zeppelin fans. So I'm going to guess Stairway to Heaven.
It's number 1. Stairway to Heaven, number 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Even the hipsters can't deny Stairway to Heaven. But you have to remember, Ranker isn't going to be all hipsters.
Right.
Like, I was pleasantly surprised with the Beatles list, but it wasn't exactly a non-normie list, you know?
Sure. Okay, so Black Dog.
Yeah, you got number 3 and number 1.
Okay. And number 8, because I got Kashmir too, right?
Oh, I forgot. You just picked Black Dog. Yeah, Black Dog is number 3.
Okay.
So you've got 1, 3, and 8.
A Whole Lot of Love.
Whole Lot of Love is number 11. So no.
Wow. Okay.
I was surprised by that. Yeah. Whole Lot of Love, amazing song.
Interesting. Rock and Roll.
Bro. It's number 4. Okay, I was gonna say I haven't. I was like, I can't even. I haven't even seen Rock and Roll yet. So you've got 1, 3, 8, 1, 3, 4, and 8.
Okay. Oh geez. Immigrant Song.
Immigrant Song is number 7.
Okay.
1, 3, 7, and 8. Look at you.
No. Good Times, Bad Times.
Do not believe that is in the top 10.
Okay.
It is not in the top 10. I'm trying to find it. It's number 16.
Okay. That's fair. I didn't think it would be in the top 10, but I had to check still.
The picture of Good Times, Bad Times, can you confirm to me real quick? Because the only thing you'll see is Gallows Pole is number 17, but I doubt you would have picked that.
No.
Is that Zelensky from the Ukraine?
Hold on.
Zelensky? It looks like Zelensky from the Ukraine. Why is that the picture for Good Times, Bad Times?
I don't know. He's possibly had both good times and bad times. You know?
Well, that is a good point.
Yeah.
It's a very good point. Maybe he was in like a movie
called Good Times, Bad Times.
And it definitely says genocide on the picture. It's a weird picture for a Led Zeppelin picture.
Yeah.
For a Led Zeppelin song. So okay. You've gotten what is it? 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. And you have 2 strikes technically, but we're not exactly going on a strike.
Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker not in the top 10.
Okay. Interesting.
Heartbreaker not in the top 20.
Ramble On.
Heartbreaker was number 29. Ramble On is in the top 10. Ramble On is number 5.
Wow. That's a interesting placement. Okay.
Good song.
When the Levee Breaks.
Number 2. When the Levee Breaks is number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8.
Okay.
I can tell you, this is the hint I'll give you. All the rest of the songs in the top 10, Robert Plant sings them.
Oh, thank you. It's very helpful.
Yeah. You're welcome.
In My Time of Dying.
Not in the top 10.
Wow.
Wow.
Achilles' Last Stand.
It's number 27 is In My Time of Dying.
Jeez.
Achilles' Last Stand is number 25.
All right. I'm running low, so I'm going to go a couple more. Houses of the Holy.
House of the Holy not in the top 10. It is number 31.
Wow. I'm getting way off then. Do you know...
You're missing a couple more obvious ones than the ones that you are currently picking.
Am I?
In my opinion.
Okay. Obvious ones.
At least one more obvious one.
Uh-huh.
I would say... Did I say you got number 6? You haven't got number 6,
no.
Right? I don't think you've got number 6. No. So you're missing a number 6, number 9, and number 10.
Okay.
Number 9 is the one I'm not as familiar with.
Okay.
Number 10, I'm very familiar with. And number 6, I know I've heard of. I can't picture what the song is currently.
Wow. Okay.
But like some of the songs you picked, I've never heard of.
Oh, well, then I'm hipstering myself right out of contention.
I'm just not that familiar with Zeppelin. You're more familiar with the Beatles than I am with Zeppelin. I know the hits. Let me know if you want another hint.
Okay. Give me another hint.
The other hint is number 10 is a kind of slower kind of acoustic song.
Since I've Been Loving You?
It's not, but it should be. Since I've Been Loving You should be number fucking 1 on this list. But
right.
I don't know where Since I've Been Loving You is on this list. Number 33.
Oh.
It's a fucking goddamn travesty.
Okay, I'm out. In the interest of time, I'm
okay. Number 6 is Over the Hills and Far Away.
Wow, that doesn't seem like maybe my read on what's popular and not or well known and not is wrong. So
That's the one that I've heard of, but I'm not familiar with.
yeah, I love the guitar solo
Um,
in that song. That guitar solo rips, but
Number 9 is the one I'm not familiar with at all. Misty Mountaintop.
oh, Misty Mountain Hop. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Misty Mountain Hop. My
Yeah.
bad. Yeah. See, I didn't
That's
even read it
dude.
fucking correctly.
I
Check it out.
yeah. Let's
I'll check it out.
yeah.
Number 10. This is the one that I don't know if I would have guessed it because I mean I didn't guess Strawberry Fields Forever for God's sake.
Right.
But Going to California. That's number 10.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't figure that they would be that popular. By the way, I think Black Dog, Rock and Roll, Going to California, Stairway to Heaven, Misty Mountain Hop, and When the Levee Breaks are all on Led Zeppelin 4. That's 6 of 8 songs from Led Zeppelin 4.
That is quite an album.
Yeah, all on one.
I would say A Whole Lot of Love could be higher. But I don't know. Like the vocals are so good on A Whole Lot of Love.
Yeah.
But the vocals on Going to California is incredible because A Whole Lot of Love was 11.
Yeah. Since I've Been Loving You, it should be in the top 10 for sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest songs ever. So yeah, you did pretty well, man. You did what did we both missed about 3.
Yeah, you missed 2 and I missed 3. Because you missed Strawberry Fields and In My Life.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those are 2.
But,
okay. That's pretty good, man. Zeppelin stinks. Go fuck yourself. The Beatles are better.
Beatles forever.
I wonder what the Beach Boys one would be. That would be an interesting one. Oh. If it goes real Pet Sounds heavy, or if it's like, because Don't Worry Baby's the best Beach Boys song, period. And it's not on Pet Sounds. Pet Sounds, my favorite album of all time, maybe the greatest album ever written. Their best song ever is not on that album, in my opinion. I think Don't Worry Baby is the best Beach Boys song.
No, wait, which album does Slim John B on?
That is on Pet Sounds.
Okay, because that's the best Beach Boys song.
Sloop John B's kind of a, no pun intended, a B minus. No. Sloop John B minus Beach Boys song.
See how the mainsail sets, dude.
It's a great song. Yeah. I love it. But like, Don't Worry Baby, like, I wish that's like one of those songs like I can, when my voice is just on that day. Like some days I have it where I'm like, oh, I can sing anything. I can jump off a fucking building. Yeah. I don't know why I go there, but like I can sing Don't Worry Baby, but like that song's a dream. And God Only Knows is also on Pet Sounds. Yeah. So but God Only Knows is probably the number 1 on Ranker.
Possibly my favorite thing in the Beach Boys music catalog is the harmonies on I Get Around. Whenever they're first coming in,
oh yeah,
round, like that is pure. Yeah, like
that's... and then the right afterward. I get around, get around.
Like,
sorry, I'm sick. I can't.
That's pure like audio ecstasy. Like it's the best.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And that's the thing about like Mike Love's annoying as hell, and like, but he sang in harmonies really well, and so did Al Jardine and everybody. And Brian Wilson's a genius and one of the greatest singers ever. So
don't forget about Stamos.
Fucking Stamos. Stamos is my favorite member of the new Beach Boys.
Right.
He's been playing a lot of shows with them lately.
I mean, what else is he doing? Fuller House isn't calling back.
Listen, Stamos is killing it, dude. Don't shit on Stamos.
He's
watch your mouth. This is a pro Stamos podcast.
He's Stamos busy. You know what I mean? See, that's it.
He stays the most busy out of that fucking cast. Yeah. And, after clumsy ass Bob Saget died.
I mean, but none of them have had a song written about them as good as You Ought to Know about Dave Coulier.
That is true. But he did. I mean, he hooked up with Alanis Morissette in a theater. You know what I mean? That's very interesting. Very interesting. Alanis is one of my dream girls. Yeah. John Stamos is a good looking man.
Hate to bug you what? In the middle of dinner.
Yeah, I know. What a bitch she sounds like in that song. But she seems like she was trifled with. Yeah, you know? Yeah. There's a picture of Stamos at the 1990 Grammys. He's like, there's not many hotter people than John Stamos.
No, he's a
look at him.
He's a beautiful man. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He even looks good in the early, like the late 80s, early 90s, which was not always an easy get, you know?
Yeah, man.
Like
Uncle Pick Me. You know what I mean? Come over.
Do you remember the Full House episode where they want him to ride his motorcycle backwards on that like really tiny ledge?
No, it's not backwards, but he has to like ride on the little ledge. Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh God, could you imagine?"
It was terrifying, bro. I was scared. That was high drama, Dusty.
And Stephanie's like freaking out because she doesn't want her uncle to plummet to his death.
Listen, I was a big Jesse and the Rippers guy.
Yeah. Well, they're big in Japan.
If every word I said could make you laugh, I'd talk forever. Dusty's taking his shirt off.
Yeah, they're big in Japan. That's another plot I remember. Like,
that's why I learned the word domo.
does he stay with the family or does he go tour Japan with Jesse and the Rippers?
Domo very much, he would say to the groupies. I love that his band was like middling famous, but just blew up in Japan as a novelty act.
Yeah, well, that like later, whenever I found out that that's seemingly like not about Jesse and the Rippers, but that is a thing that happens. Like, you know, your band
just randomly get massive somewhere.
Yeah, like
Yugoslavia.
Rancid for some reason has sold a bunch of records in Japan, so they go to Japan all the time.
Did you know that Mr. Brightside's been charting in England for like 16 years? Yeah, like since it came out.
It's a dance club classic, dude.
Dude, it's so good in a club.
He's coming out of his cage. The cage is the dance floor.
I felt bad. I was at karaoke recently and a guy sang Mr. Brightside. And he's a very good singer and a really cool dude. Like, I like him a lot. I think you've probably met him. But he sang Mr. Brightside, and it was a good idea because it was gonna like get the crowd going. But like somebody else had sang right before that, and everybody left after that to like smoke break. So like the guy sang Mr. Brightside to like an empty bar.
Yep.
It sucks because that's a group song.
Yeah,
it's a group song.
You need people to like act it out, you know, while you're singing it.
Yeah. By the way, he's been singing forever at some of the Beach Boys things. Some of the Beach Boys things, by the way.
That's a big swing to imagine that people know the Jesse and the Rippers deep cut. You know, even people that go to the Beach Boys shows.
It was a very big show. It was a very, very big show. There's like 4 TV channels when Full House was on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but did they ever play all of Forever on Full House? Like, I only ever heard...
It's like 2 minutes long, I think. There's a whole music video on YouTube.
Yeah, that's...
Let me see how long it is. We're not going to play it.
Yeah. Please don't.
We'll play everything, but Jesse and the Rippers lawyers are
they are litigious.
No, it's 3 minutes and 10 seconds. It is a very repetitive song, though. They didn't write a lot of songs.
Right.
It's just 3 minutes and 10
Well, because they were like, we just have to shoot them rehearsing. We don't have to shoot the whole song, you know?
Well, dude, no, they filmed a whole music video. Like,
right. Well, then later.
It's like produced. We're not going to play it on the thing, but just look at these shots. Look at how fucking hot that guy is.
He's
candles. That's as far as I'm getting. And it shows, and the Olsen twins are shown on
is that his set of twins?
No, that's Baby Olsen's.
Okay,
you can tell that's them. Yeah. You can already see the troll faces starting to sprout.
Yeah, you can see both of them being like, "We're not going to be the Scarlet Witch, are we?" That's going to be our sister.
He did. Yeah. Nobody's going to believe that our sister's going to have a better career than us.
No one's going to believe our sister actually knows how to act.
Caitlin?
Yeah.
Isn't that her name?
No, Elizabeth.
No, Caitlin Olsen is Always Sunny.
Yeah. Bird. She looks like a bird.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's she married Mac.
That's true.
I'm just throwing out
just factoids.
Trivia now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Trivia we aren't even
factoids
playing.
means it's not true?
Huh?
You know factoids means it's not true? If you look up the definition of factoid, somebody sunned me really hard on this one time.
No, that hurts.
Yeah, he really was a dick about it. But I looked it up because I was like, no, it's not, you fucking asshole. But factoid well, no, what I just looked up right now, it says. So there's two. Okay, so the most commonly used way to say factoid is how you just used it.
Right.
A brief or trivial item of news or information. So I think it has supplanted the original thing is a false claim that is repeated so often that it becomes accepted as a fact.
Wow. I had zero idea.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah. Well,
that's almost Mandela effect, because we all think that it means how you said it.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where if you look it up on Google, it now says a brief or trivial item of news or information, but it's 1 and 2. Number 2 being an assumption or speculation that's reported and repeated so often it becomes accepted as fact.
Well, isn't peruse the same thing? I always thought peruse meant to like glance at. I'm gonna peruse it.
That's kind of how I see it.
But peruse is actually like to read in depth about it
in a thorough or careful way.
Yeah. So the at least the way it was always introduced to me is the wrong way to use
like
it.
the opposite.
Yeah. I had a
very skimmy.
I had an English teacher who wasn't even my English teacher. One time I was walking during break in high school, and I said something was not my forte to somebody, and then she goes, actually it's pronounced fort. It's not pronounced forte, and I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, it's actually fort. And I was like, okay, couldn't have just let that slide? We're on break right now.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, you nosy bitch?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Start kicking dirt at her shoes like she was an umpire at home plate.
Yeah. You want to go with me? Just right up chest to chest.
Two.
Yeah.
I can't. I think that's how I hurt my throat, was doing the French guy.
Not singing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
Dude, I rocked that shit.
Yeah.
I really did.
I believe you. Those 25 people were lucky.
Oh, man. They got front row seats.
Yeah.
There wasn't a bad seat in the house for that one. Anyway,
all right.
Thank you for listening.
Yep.
If you listen to the whole audio portion of this and you have access to YouTube, particularly YouTube Premium, so you don't get ads, YouTube's a really cool way to do this. So you can see what we're showing on the screen. I'm going to try not to get more visual, because I know that we're going to put it out on YouTube. I'm going to try, because I know sometimes that's tough on audio. I know I did it a lot today. So, I'm growing.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out.
We're ever growing and expanding and learning. Life's a journey.
Yeah.
If you're like Triple H said last weekend, if you're the same person 10 years ago you were today, then maybe you should look at yourself.
Life's a garden, dig it. You know what I mean? Can't have hate in your heart.
That's true.
So,
as Andrew said, I echo the sentiment. Thank you to everybody who listens. We appreciate you. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies, tell your family, tell your foes, tell whoever you want. If you want to just leave this on after you've listened to it on YouTube, just face down while you sleep. Who knows? Help us get those numbers up. But
yeah, and like it on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube and hit that bell. Apparently, you're supposed to hit the bell.
Yeah, do all that stuff.
Smash the shit out of it.
Yeah, and we'll be back next week, because the Snark Marks are not going to see Chris Kirkpatrick and the Pop 2000 tour. So we'll be back again right here with you for more shenanigans.
Wada, 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 wada.